Good morning, dear students. Today I will discuss about the design of steel beams. Let us discuss the theory in brief and then I will tell you the steps how to solve the problem. And we will solve one numerical also, that how to design a steel beam. The first concept is that the design of the steel beam, it is governed by number 1, maximum allowable bending stress, then maximum allowable deflection, and it is also governed by shear, but in case where the span is short and the loads are heavy. Okay. The point number 2. Point number 2 is, the important point is that the members are selected in such a way that the sections are symmetrical about plane of loading. So unsymmetrical bending and the torsions are eliminated. Please remember this point. Point number 3, that what do you mean by laterally supported or laterally restrained beam? It means that when the lateral deflection is prevented by providing a lateral support, they safeguard against the lateral torsional buckling. That type of beams are called laterally supported or restrained beam. Let us now see the steps to design for designing the laterally supported beam. Step number 1, that is the permissible bending stress in tension is denoted as sigma BT, and permissible bending stress in compression is denoted as sigma BC. They both are equal, that means sigma BT is equal to sigma BC, and this is equal to 0.66 into Fy, where Fy is the yield stress of steel. Step number 2, bending stress in tension, that is sigma BT cal, and compression, that is sigma BC cal. Cal here stands for the calculation or calculated. So they are calculated from this basic equation which you have already learnt in TOS 2, that is the simple bending formula. M by I is equal to sigma by Y. So from here we are getting sigma is equal to M into Y by I, or if we put the Y in the denominator, we will get M into I by Y. That means M by Z, because the section modulus Z is equal to I by Y. So in this formula, sigma is equal to M by Z, where M is the maximum bending moment, Z is the section modulus, and sigma is the bending stress. Step number 3. Maximum horizontal and vertical deflection is restricted to L by 325. This is given in the code, IS 800 code. This value is already specified. So please remember this value. Here L is what? L is the span of the beam. And remember, it is in millimeter. As I have told you in the theory of structures, all the units are very important. Whatever you are doing, just keep the unit also in your mind. So for simply supported beam, SSB, for simply supported beam, the maximum deflection due to UDL is equal to 5 by 384 into WL to the power 4 by EI. Okay. Now let us see one example and see that how we solve that problem. So the question goes like this way. Check whether the section used is safe for a beam of effective span 4.8 meter, which has to carry a transverse load of 23 kilonewton per meter throughout its span. Assume self weight of the beam is 1 kilonewton per meter. Permissible bending stress is 165 MPa. Use ISLB 300 and the section properties are given below. So I request all of you to please note down this problem, because after that only you proceed to see the solution. Please note down all these value. Here the ZXX is given, that is the section modulus value is given. Then the TW is given, that is the width of the thickness of the flange. Then IXX, that is the centroidal moment of inertia about x-axis is given, h is the height or the depth of the section, beam section is given, and E is what? Modulus of elasticity value of the steel beam, that is 2 into 10 to the power 5 MPa, Newton per millimeter square. So please note down all these values and also the question and then proceed further. Let us start. Step number 1. First, what we should do, we should see that how much is the total weight. Total weight is the transverse load and also the self weight of the beam. What is the transverse load? 23 kilonewton per meter they have given. What is the self weight? 1 kilonewton per meter. They have told that you assume that 1 kilonewton per meter. So how much it comes out to be? 24 kilonewton per meter. Keep it like that way. But also find out in the other unit. Other unit means in Newton per millimeter. So how we will do it? So we are doing 24 multiplied by 10 cube. So from kilonewton to Newton. Correct? Now divided by per meter means what? Meter is in the denominator. So from meter to millimeter, how we will go? You multiply it by 10 cube. So 10 cube cancels. So 24 kilonewton per meter means 24 Newton per millimeter. So keep both the values as it is. Keep it like this way. Next, if nothing is mentioned in the question, we will assume the beam as a simply supported beam. What I told, if nothing is mentioned in the question, we will assume the beam as simply supported one. So in this case, what is the maximum bending moment? Maximum bending moment capital M is equal to WL square by 8. W is 24. What is L? L is the effective length, that is 4.8 square divided by 8. So that comes out to be 69.12 kilonewton meter. Again, convert it into Newton millimeter. So kilonewton to Newton 1000 and meter to millimeter 1000. So 10 cube into 10 cube, how much? 10 to the power 6. So it is 69.12 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. Now next step, section modulus required, that is Z, capital Z subscript REQ, that means required. Correct? How we will find out? We have seen the basic formula. Sigma is equal to M by Z. So Z is equal to what? M by sigma. The same formula. What is the value of M? 69.12 into 10 to the power 6 Newton millimeter. What is sigma? Sigma is given in the question, 165 Newton per mm square. So this comes out to be section modulus required for this loading is 0.41 into 10 to the power 6 millimeter cube. Now what was the question? In the question they have given some section, that use this section for this loading and find out whether it is safe or not. Now ZXX it is given in the question, which I have told you. Please note down the value of it. So what it was given for that section? 0.488 into 10 to the power 6 millimeter cube. Now for this type of loading, that is 24 kilonewton per meter, what is the requirement? Our requirement is only 0.41. What they have provided 0.48. So what we can conclude? Hence, section ISLB 300 is safe in the strength criteria, because this is the bending stress criteria. So this contributes to the strength criteria of the beam. But it is not completed. There is another part. You have to also see for the deflection criteria. Maximum deflection developed in the beam will be delta dev, DEV, is equal to 5 by 384 WL to the power 4 divided by EI. So what is the value of W? Please remember, in this formula every value will be in Newton and millimeter. Newton and millimeter. Okay, so W is 24 Newton per millimeter. Already we have converted. L is what? 4.8 meter. But that we have to convert into millimeter. How? Multiplied by 10 cube. So that whole to the power 4. Divided by E. E is 2 into 10 to the power 5. This is already in Newton per mm square. So nothing, we do not have to convert it. And what is the value of I value Ixx is already given there, 73.32 into 10 raised to 6. So from here we can find out the maximum deflection developed is 11.31 millimeter, okay, according to our loading and the section they have given. Now let us see what is the permissible deflection as per IS code 800. Permissible deflection delta perm is equal to L by 325. What is the value of L? 4.8 into 10 cube, because L should be in millimeter, correct, divided by 325. So 14.76 millimeter. Stop over here. Think. Permissible deflection is 14.76. In our case, what is the deflection developed? 11.31. So delta developed, that is the deflection developed, is less than the permissible deflection. Hence the section, that is ISLB 300, is safe in deflection. So this is our conclusion. So here I have shown you that how to solve a beam design, steel beam design. But suppose in case in the question they have given that they have mentioned that it is for a cantilever beam. So you please remember these two formula. That is the maximum bending moment in case of a cantilever beam with UDL will be WL square by 2. Here what we have done for simply supported, WL square by 8, correct? But here in case of cantilever you have to just use WL square by 2. And maximum deflection, what we have used over here, 5 by 384 into WL to the power 4 by EI. In case of cantilever beam with UDL, this value will be WL to the power 4 divided by 8 EI. So in case the question is modified, you can also just change these two value, the rest of the procedure or the steps remain same. I hope you have understood this video. Please watch my further my other videos also, and please put any query or any comment in the comment section. Thanks for your watching.